बर Muhammad wa ali Muhammad salawat. So I'd like to first and foremost thank everybody for coming here tonight for this special Getting Ready for Ramzan program. Inshallah, we'll have one of these every year that starts a few days before Ramzan. So that way we can get all the kids ready for Ramzan, start creating that environment, and get you spiritually ready for the coming month. And so this program is going to be divided into 4 parts. The first part's an interactive discussion where you can ask your questions, where we'll hear a little bit about Ramzan. You can ask, talk about your feelings, how you're feeling about what's going to be happening in the next month, and just ask any questions that you have. The next is we have an activity, which is the charity box making. We'll also tell you about the Ramzan plan and programs that we're having this year. There's going to be a lot of fun things for the kids to do, a lot of activities. And then finally, we'll talk about the homeless drive as well. It may not necessarily be in this order, but these are the 4 different parts of this program. So with that, what I'd like to do is, I think maybe we'll do in a circle, or how do you want to do this? In a circle? Do you want to be here? Huh? Yeah, it's going to be an interactive discussion. Okay, so we're going to do an interactive discussion, so I'd like to call Maulana Anwar Ali to the podium, and we get everybody to come closer, so that way it's an interactive discussion, and we form like a little circle. All right. Do you want to sit or stand? Oh yeah. Or do you want to? No, so that way like you can have these yeah. Or do you want to sit over here?
Ya Allah. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا أبي القاسم محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm pleased to welcome all of you here. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your coming and reward you accordingly. Month of Ramadan is a month of blessings. Okay? Favors of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A month where it's said that shaitan has been imprisoned. Okay? Shaitan has been imprisoned, okay? And he will remain imprisoned till Al-Fitr, a whole month, okay? That means the outer Shaitan. You have to imprison the inner Shaitan, okay? One of the things that comes to my mind is the Prophet ﷺ saw a woman shouting at her servant. Okay. He told one of his companions to bring food for her. Ya Rasulullah, I'm fasting. Ya Rasulullah, I'm fasting. Where's your fast? When you showed your anger. Things to be aware of. The pitch of voice should not rise. Okay? Anger should not be there. Okay? Many times, the grudges come up. Okay? And these are all embedded in they come up. Oh, this guy did this to me, let me fix it. So there are 3 levels of doing things in Ramadan. Number 1 is taking care of your akhlaq. I put it at number 1 because if it's not taken care of, it's going to destroy the other 2, okay, which is spiritual. Okay, you are fasting, you are praying, okay, you are making sure that all prayers are at proper time, you are making sure, okay, that you make iftar at the proper time, suhoor at the proper time, everything is spiritually intact. Okay. And suddenly a rage comes over. That fast turns into hunger strike. Okay. That's why I put akhlaqiyat as first. The second is spiritual. Okay. And the third is trying to establish among yourselves, among the family and friends, okay, a bond of brotherhood, sisterhood, okay, so that at the end of this month, you are in a much stronger position relationship-wise than you were at the beginning. Okay? Fasting is not just keeping away from food and certain things. Fasting is keeping away from everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want and does not like and has not ordained. Okay. When a person fasts, okay, mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala descends. Okay. But how do you receive it? Okay. You see it through things. Okay. Number 1, through humility and humbleness. Okay. A person who is arrogant is not going to receive anything from fast in terms of spirituality except that hunger and thirst. Okay. A person who is high-headed is not going to receive anything, okay, except hunger and thirst. Okay. So prepare yourself to receive the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that unending mercy, that everlasting mercy. Okay. And there are no limits to it. Okay. It's upon you how much you can. Have you ever looked at a sponge? Okay. You try to put water in it. It soaks. It soaks. It soaks. Till saturation is reached. Okay. And it won't soak any further. Make yourself a sponge that would never soak, getting the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Never. Keep on getting it. Yeah. Yeah. So to get the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have to get rid of arrogance, number 1. You have to get rid of hatred, number 2. Hate and hatred, number 2. Okay? And you have to get rid of self, okay, that keeps on insisting that you are great. Okay? Be humble. Okay? The more humble you are, okay, the more you'll be able to absorb that mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? And if you become arrogant, okay, that mercy is gone. Even though that mercy is present, okay, but as far as you are concerned, it's gone. Okay? Relationships with the family, brothers and sisters, parents, children, all these, okay, should be reframed with love and affection. जितनी नाराजगी थी ना वो सब खत्म हो जानी चाहिए. जी, इन्होंने मेरे साथ ये किया था, ये किया था. I'm sorry, in English, please. That should be over. Okay, I can speak some Urdu also, by the way. Okay, it should be over. Okay, if you can find one good thing about a person and 99 bad things, pick up the good thing and talk about it. Not the bad things. Okay? Maybe you have a friend with whom you have disagreed a lot. But there may be some points of agreement. Talk about them. Not disagreement. This month is the month to start renovation of your inner self. The self is there. Okay. You know old buildings? You need renovation. You have to fix that, fix that, fix that. Similarly, the human self needs renovation. Okay. And Ramadan is the best time to renovate the inner self. Okay. In this journey, there are, of course, sayings of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. Okay. There are sayings of the Prophet alayhi salam. Okay. There are words of wisdom of Imam Ali alayhi salam. Okay. And you look at that. Okay. If you make a decision to pick up one verse of Quran, okay, one verse of Quran a day, not just recitation, but pondering over it. For 30 days, you'll have 30 verses, not more. Okay. Just recite and ponder over it. Quran is the ultimate light, okay, whose brilliance is never going to fade. Okay. Like the Prophet, Quran's message is everlasting. That light would never be extinguished. Okay? You can do that. Of course, recommendation is that recite the whole Quran in this month. Okay? And it's said that reciting one verse of Quran in the month of Ramadan is like reciting the whole Quran in any other month. Over 6,000 verses in Quran. So you have the opportunity to finish 6,000 Qurans in this month. One verse equivalent to one Quran. Okay. Mercy unlimited. Blessings unlimited. Okay. Unending. Okay. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam said something. Seek forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this month. Okay. With istighfar, asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive you. Okay. And he said the most unlucky person would be the one who would not be forgiven in this month. When the doors of mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are wide open, it's for you to walk in. Seek the blessings. Seek His mercy. Okay. Repent as much as you can. Repent for things that you have done and you remember. And repent for things that you have done and you don't remember. A'lamu wa la a'lamu. The ones that I know, the ones I don't know. Many times we do things and we may not be aware that these things are by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's standard rubbish. Should have been done. And we do it. The more you repent, the more are chances of you getting forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every night in this month forgives hundreds of thousands, and particularly at the time of iftar. Okay? That's why it's recommended to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for any wish that you want at the time of iftar, when you are fasting. Because it said there are 3 places where a dua is not rejected. And one of those places is iftar, after the fast. Reading the Holy Quran and reading the seerah of the Prophet Naima, okay, go hand in hand. Because Quran in practice is Muhammad Quran in practice, Ali. Quran in practice is Hassan and Hussein. Okay? They were the ones who practiced Quran. Okay? So their lives give us the real reflection of Quran. So effort must be made. Vilayat Academy has done something very good. Okay? That was the first weekend. Okay? They're going to talk about Imam Hassan alayhi salam. Okay? Imam Hassan, who resembled Prophet more than anyone else. Okay? In all his deeds, in all his actions, in his talk, we talk about Ali Akbar alayhi salam, but Ali Akbar is after Hassan. Okay? Hassan reflected Prophet more than anyone else. Okay? So, talk to your children about him. Talk to your children about Imam Ali alayhi salam. Okay? And as much as you can about the Prophet himself. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala. I can go on, but do you have any questions, please? Feel free.
So if any of the kids have any questions, I have a mic over here. Any kids, any questions? This is really a session like for the kids to ask any questions they have. Anyone? Kids? Any kids? Any other kids here? Anyone? I guess nobody? Adults?
Yes.
Yes? No? Okay, so then that's that. So we'll, I guess, move on then, right? Nobody has any questions? You sure? Going once, twice?
And thrice.
Do you have a question? No? I saw her raise her hand. Thank you. Oh, he has a question, right?
Was there any sad events during Ramadan?
Were there any sad events during Ramzan?
Sad events? Yes. The greatest tragedy that befell the Muslim Ummah, and that was the martyrdom of Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam. He was struck on the 19th of Ramadan, and he left this world on the 21st. The question was, any sad event in Ramadan? I said yes. The greatest tragedy that occurred in the Muslim world after the Prophet's passing away was the martyrdom of Imam Ali alayhi salam. On the 19th of Ramadan, when he was praying and was in the sajda, or by some accounts getting up from sajda, Ibn Muljim, Abdurrahman ibn Muljim, struck him from back. Okay? He survived 3 days. On the 21st of Ramadan, he passed away. Okay? And left the Muslim world in a state of horror. Okay? Tragedy of Karbala occurred much after. This is the first tragedy that really occurred. Okay? Was the killing of Imam Ali alayhi salam. Okay? So yes, we mourn that day. Okay? And we curse those who did that to Imam Ali alayhi salam. Abdurrahman ibn Muljim was one, but it said there were 3 people there. To make sure that if Abdurrahman fails, others to do it. Okay? So it was conspiracy. Okay? Yes, that's a tradition by Imam Rada alayhi salatu wasalam, our 8th Imam, okay, that he said that anyone who fasts the last 3 days of Shaban, okay, and joins it with Ramadan, inshallah, he will get the reward of fasting for 2 months, Ramadan and Shaban. Even if you can do 3 days, do at least 1 day, okay, okay, join it with Shaban.
Any other questions? Yes? No? We'll try again.
I have a question. Iron infusion during Rosa or Ramadan will make my Som batil. Can I have it if it's 11 o'clock in the morning? And I can continue with my Rosa?
answer this on the mic as well so it goes on to the live.
Okay, infusion is allowed, okay, and so are insulin injections and, other injections that you have to take. Okay, no problem with that. Only eating and drinking. That's where the issue is. And there's not eating and drinking.
Mullah Sahib, I have a question for you. You know, when you wake up in the morning, your breath stinks, and a lot of people, they say you can brush your mouth, your teeth and everything with the toothpaste. Are we allowed to use the toothpaste?
You can use toothpaste as long as it doesn't go on your throat.
So toothpaste is allowed
As long as it doesn't go
inside. That's
inside.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
When a question was about a dental work the other day, someone asked me, okay. Dental work is permitted, okay, once again, as long as the liquid does not go inside. Blood.
Right. Well, a lot of, is this only a marja? But a lot of people say that you're not even allowed to use the toothpaste because it has a flavor. It can touch your tongue.
If the flavor goes inside, yes.
What about the tongue? Your tongue is tasting it.
No, there's no problem with tongue tasting.
No problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Similarly, women who want to taste the food before the
That was my next question.
yes,
Yeah.
they are allowed to.
They're allowed to taste?
Yes, as long as it doesn't go inside.
Really? No. That's like a lot of women when they cook during the fast, they say, hey, we don't know how much salt we put it in, so they're allowed
They are
to
allowed
taste.
to taste,
It's news
yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are the exceptions. Yeah.
Don't
These are
swallow.
the exceptions. Yeah. Yeah.
She has a question.
Who has a question? Oh, Fiza.
You know how when you cook, when you smell it, when you breathe it in, is it counted as your rosa broken or not?
When you breathe in the smell of the food that's being cooked, does your rosa break?
No.
Can you, more into the mic?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Any other questions? Mesa.
So I'm just asking the question on behalf of all the kids here. If you can explain in really easy term, what is Ramadan? Why are we fasting? What are we trying to achieve through fasting? These things. So just
For the whole month of Ramadan, we are fasting, not on 19th only. We fast because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has ordered us to do so. Quran says, Kutiba alaykum as-siyam. Okay. Fasting has been made obligatory. Kama kutiba ala alladhina qablakum. Like it was done from earlier ummah. Okay. The difference is, for those ummah, it was 3 months fast, and for us only 1 month fast. Now, why we fast? Because the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the prime reason. Other reasons is physically very helpful, okay? Take care of our internal organs and things like that. Those reasons are there, okay? The spiritual reasons, it heightens our spirituality, okay? It makes us control ourselves, okay? It makes us do good things, etc., are also there. But the prime reason is the ordain of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Keep that in mind. Scientists give a lot of reasons, ulama give a lot of reasons, I give a lot of reasons, but the basic reason is following Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's ordain. That's the key. Then you can discuss things, that what are advantages of fasting, for example, on your physical body, okay, on your spiritual self, and so on and so forth. But the prime reason is not, your physical well-being, okay. Prime reason is the ordain of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Similarly, for salat, they say it's a good exercise, it's good for your body. Maybe it's good for exercise, okay? But if my intention is doing exercise, I'm better off going to a gym and doing something else, okay? I pray not to do an exercise, I pray because it is what Allah has ordered, okay? And what is the sunnah of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, okay?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Any other questions? That's it? Okay. All right, so I think that concludes, if there aren't any other questions? Sorry. So if there aren't any other questions, that concludes this part. We're going to jump actually to, okay, we're going to jump to actually the fourth part of the program, and I'm going to call up Fiza Jaffrey to talk about an initiative that she actually led, which is these two boxes right here. One is canned food donation, the other one is for winter clothes. So Fiza, if you could please come up and tell everybody a little bit about your initiative, and please everyone say a loud salawat. Come in the middle so
So like, some people might be wondering. Some people might be wondering what does like keep someone warm this winter means, like for like the little kids. It means like you can donate like hats, gloves, scarves, and like winter gear stuff, and then canned food donations. It's like canned things for like the poor people. It's like for people who like don't have any food and unfortunate, which is for like both of these. And yeah.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Fiza. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So basically, this idea is a great idea. We're going to take all of these donations, and we're actually going to donate it to a local charity here in Belmore, Merrick, Wantagh area to show that we are a part of this community and that we are, it's not just we just came here. We've been living here for decades, right? People came here in the 1970s and we've been here for many years. We're part and parcel of the society and we're going to continue to remain here. So that's just one part of our community service. We have done a lot of interfaith activities. We were invited to a Thanksgiving event. We were invited to a Christmas interfaith thing. We recently had an interfaith thing with the synagogue who invited us. So the point is that we are a part of the community. Just because there's a few individuals, not a few, quite a bit, who are out there who don't necessarily, agree or have a certain mindset, that doesn't change, the fact that we are here. And with that, we'll go to the third part of our program today, which is about our Ramzan plans and the different programs. So the standard program is that we're going to start with a small, 5-10 minutes, right before namaz. We'll maybe have a Q&A or some fiqh or something like that. We're going to have a namaz, obviously at namaz time. Then we are going to have iftar. After iftar, we are going to have dua iftitah, and if it's a Thursday, dua kumal. Depending on which day it is, you'll have Laylatul Qadr, you may have shahadat majlises, different programs you'll have throughout Ramzan. But something that we're doing new this year, especially for you young children who are here and for those who are listening, is that we have extended our tent, right? And it is now, you guys will get a chance to see it tonight if anyone wants to go out and see it, but you have to go with your parents, you can't go there by yourself. So it's 3,200 square feet. It has proper artificial turf like how it did last year, but it's significantly better. It's completely flat, it's level, there's no bumps, there's nothing like that. There's going to be a lot of games, activities, sports. So, you'll hear about all of those things. There's going to be like foosball, pool tables, badminton, volleyball. We were just talking about basketball. There's all types of stuff. And there's going to be theme nights, which, a lot of the young volunteers and some of the older volunteers, such as Sana, Shiba, have been working on. Some of the younger volunteers, I'm actually going to call them up to talk about certain nights, which they actually came up with these theme nights. And so the point is that there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes, and we'd like more volunteers, meaning this does not happen with just one or two individuals. This requires an army of people to do. And we're looking at a small army, and we want a bigger army of individuals who can help out. And this isn't we don't need people to be here every day. You know, if you can give 3 days, 4 days in the whole month, that's great. Because what happens is if you get 20 people to give 3 days, that means you now have 2-3 people every day who are present, right? And so nobody is overburdened, nobody feels like they have too much on their plate, and all the work gets done. And so what I'm going to do is I have a list which I just do not understand for the life of me. So I'm going to try my best to figure this out. And so please forgive me if I get anything wrong. So February 19th, am I talking about February 19th? Yes, I am. So I'm going to do this. Every night I'm just going to ask, am I talking about that? So by the way, we have a lot of theme nights. Just to let you know, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my God, we have 13 and then we have 14. We have 14 nights, Chauda Masumin, right? That we are going to be doing special events. On top of all of that, besides this, we also have three days which Vilayat Academy is doing. We also have 3 days on 3 Sundays, every Sunday, between 11 and 1. The first 3 Sundays between 11 and 1, which Vilayat Academy is also holding 2-hour interactive sessions, right? And so there's a lot going on at Icon. So with that being said, I'll start with the first date, February 19th, which is Thursday. By the way, regardless if the moon is sighted, is not sighted, the first iftar is happening on Thursday at Icon, right? So on February 19th, we will have a kids' Ramzan decor where you guys, the kids, are going to decorate the tent. Meaning, you guys go wild. We have posters, we have lights, we have whatever. We have a lot of stuff. We have all types of things. Enjoy yourselves. Streamers, lights, banners. You guys make that tent your place. We're going to give you a whole section. You guys make it your own and feel that you own it. In addition to that, we're going to have mom and daughter sports night. That's going to start off, and we're going to have dad and son sports night, and that's going to happen as well. So a lot of things happening on that Thursday. Additionally, before any of this happens, there's going to be Dua Kumel and Dua Iftitah. So while that is going on, the few volunteers and adults are going to be setting those activities up. We expect and want the children to be inside listening to Dua Iftitah, and we will have outside on our speaker system Dua Iftitah and Dua Kumel playing for the volunteers who are setting these things up. And we're going to be incorporating religion into all of our activities. And again, that in itself is, it's not easy to do. It takes a lot of hard work by the volunteers who've been putting in hours upon hours every day to create these activities. Am I talking about Friday, February 20th? That's girls, yes. So February 20th, I would like to call up the girls who will be talking about this theme night, Heat Free, Shiza, and Zara and Shiza, and who else? And Zara. Okay, so I'm going to call them up to talk about their heat-free culinary challenge. Wow. So we're going to be having a heat-free culinary challenge. Here we go. Salawat, guys.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Shiza. We will be hosting a no big culinary challenge for boys and girls. This challenge is, we will not be using any ovens or stove for this challenge. For more information, you can talk to my partner, Zara.
Hello, I'm Zara. The rules for this challenge will include no teams. You will have to bring your own ingredients. In terms of judging, there will be 4 judges, including the Icon elders, 4 of them. And to make this Islamic, we'll have the food be based off a surah from the Quran and food from the Quran. Example like dates, stuff like that. Yeah, sorry.
Allahumma salli ala. Does anyone have any questions about that? So I'll just go a little bit more into that. Yeah, so this challenge is for boys and girls. We've put an age on it, 9+, because obviously, you want to be a little bit older. You have to bring your own ingredients, and just to clarify, just to put in more detail, the food, you should be inspired by any food that's in the Quran, right? By a verse or, a surah or anything, and you have to bring that corresponding ayah. So you can't just say that, I want to talk about, a cow, but so what you have to do is that I am going to bring Surah Baqarah. You have to reference where you're coming up with this idea from, right? So you have to do a little bit of homework. And by the way these kids came up with the idea, it's not just an idea. They had a Zoom call. They had WhatsApp meetings. There was work put in by these little kids in addition to their regular schoolwork. So a loud salawat for them. Muhammad. Absolutely. That's a very good question. You would have to speak with Sana and Shiba about that, or these girls. Yeah. Yeah, preferably nothing cut on site, because the last thing we need is a finger to be cut, and it's just one of those things. It's a very good question, very good question. Yes, Husseini. We'll clean it up, don't worry. That's why we have so many volunteers. By the way, that's a very good point. We also need volunteers to sign up for cleanup. Asad Bhai mentioned to me earlier today that he's going to be helping to spearhead that. So if anyone wishes to sign up to help cleaning up and things like that, please get in touch with Asad Bhai, and we also have, I believe, a sign-up sheet over there. Besides this, on February 20th, we're also having, we're going to continue the Ramzan decorations, and we are having a 5 Panjatan make 5 good deeds jar craft. So again, activities for kids. By the way, on all of these theme nights, there are still going to be things like bouncy castles. There's going to be things like, all the different sports and pool tables, stuff like that available. So if you're not doing this, your child will be doing something else. So if you have 3 kids, you have a 3-year-old, you have a 15-year-old, they will all be engaged doing something or the other. Please bring your children. And I'm saying this not just to the people who are here, but if anyone is listening, and I'm pretty sure, hopefully, that people are listening, that please bring your children. With that, am I talking about February 21st? I guess I am now. No, I'm February 21st, Steam Night. Am I talking? Yes. All right, so February 21st, Saturday. That is Steam Night. So that's for all kids. So every kid, we're going to keep them engaged in stuff related to science, technology, arts, math, etc. Matt, I'm going to need your help with some of that. So by the way, this is all a work in progress. We're going to be grabbing volunteers and people like that to help us. Also, I apparently have been signed up for Islamic Jeopardy. So Islamic Jeopardy for kids 13 and plus, I've recently been told I am spearheading that. February 22nd, Sunday, Islamic Art Night. Who am I speaking about that? Yes? No? Okay, we will. Okay, February, there will be an Islamic Art Night. We'll go into more details, but that is for all ages. Okay. So February 22nd, Islamic Art Night, all ages. So Fatima will speak a little bit about that.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm Fatima Ali, and if you could just take a look around Icon, you'll notice geometric patterns, you'll notice certain colors. That's not a coincidence. Islamic art is a really relevant thing, especially in the history of Islam with Persian empires, often majority Muslim, making extremely intricate art containing geometric shapes. Islam also has a key part with math, with an Arab guy making the Pythagorean theorem, so a lot of geometric shapes are often involved. I've loved art ever since I was a kid, and I want to share that talent with you guys in a form of an Islamic way. So we are basically going to do Islamic art, which includes calligraphy, like learning patterns. If you look on any Quran, you can see that they have like a certain design. Can you bring me a Quran, please? Like, or any Islamic book? Okay, look. So you'll notice that there's often patterns like these. Even if you go to Kerbala, like the way that the shrines are shaped, they're often like this. Also with the gold and dark colors being prominent. So that's what a majority of the event's going to be about. It's good for all ages and for all genders. It's going to be a really good time, and yeah, and it's just such a beautiful history, and I would love to share it with you guys.
Thank you. Loud salawat. So on that night also, I think we're going to have somebody who's coming to do a guided drawing, right? So we have somebody who's coming to, who's actually going to be leading those like guided drawing and calligraphy and things like that. So again, it's not just we're going to have the kids just over there. We're having someone who's going to lead them in that. February 27th. I'm speaking about that, right? February 27th. That is the wafat of Bibi Khadija, salamullahi alayha. And we are going to do an educational film and a reflection session. Again, this is for all ages. February 28th, am I speaking? Yes, February 28th. Dad and Kids Arcade Night, age 12 and under. And by kids, it's all kids. Boys, girls, it's all kids. So dads, you're going to have to handle the kids, while the mom and daughters, who are ages 13 and older, they're going to have meditation and dua circle, right? So even if your kids, by the way, the moms who have younger kids, you're going to have to bring your husbands. Your husbands are going to have to watch the kids, and the moms are going to go and do the meditation and dua circle. So that's going to happen indoors, right? So the moms are going to be indoors, correct? And the guys are going to be outside, basically taking care of all their kids. Okay. March 1st? Right. March 1st, who's doing? Okay, so the rest, okay, so you want to do it up here, or? So the rest, I'm going to pass this on to Shiva.
Assalamu alaikum. On March 1st, Imam Hassan's Wiladat is on Tuesday, but because kids have school on Tuesday, so on Sunday, March 1st, we'll celebrate Imam Hassan's Wiladat. Imam Hassan, as everyone know, his generosity, he brought people together. We do dastakhan for him. So we'll have, to honor his warmth and light, we'll have a bonfire night with the whole family. Excuse me. So inshallah, we'll do a family bonfire to represent Imam Hassan's, the way he brought the community together. Then we will have, because then the next weekend, that's Sunday. So the next weekend, Friday, we will have Noha practice led by, for boys, it will be with Anjumane Ghulamane Mustafa. Boys will practice Nohas with them because we are all Azadar here. Right? So Noha plays a big role in our life. Girls will also have practice inside the hall. And so the reason why we're doing these Noha practice, because inshallah then on Sunday, which is the first majlis, boys will recite at the men majlis and girls will recite in the ladies majlis, and they will recite, we'll pick one Noha. We are open for suggestions. What Noha you guys feel comfortable with, you guys can let us know, and we can take it from there. There will be a trivia night that night, so we can discuss about Imam Ali, importance of Laylatul Qadr. Then the second, we will be doing, Noha practice again. On Sunday, kids will do the short Laylatul Qadr Amal in the tent. Inshallah, that way they can really connect and parents can do amal like sakoon se inside, and I will pass it on to Sana for rest of the event.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. So on Friday, March 13th, we will be preparing the homeless care packages. So I would really request that every day when you come for iftar, please encourage your kids to bring either canned food donations or a new winter gear like gloves, hat, or scarves, so that when we start packing on Friday, March 13th, we have stuff for them. And if we don't have enough, we'll for sure get more stuff. But this way, the youth and the kids have the sense of responsibility, and the learning for community services starts from here when they do it by themselves. And then Saturday, March 14th, we are doing a grand sports tournament. It's also a family event with dads and sons and daughters and their moms. We can make teams for this. It's just a friendly competition, promoting more teamwork, discipline, and healthy physical activities within our Islamic values. March 15th, Sunday, we have a Quran recitation competition. I would please request to sign up your kids so that we know how many kids are participating. We divided according to the age so that it's easier for kids to memorize. For age 4 and 5, we have Surah Kauthar. Age 6 and 8, we have Surah Qadr. Age 9 to 11, we have all the Char Qul. And age 12 and plus will be an open Quran recitation. And we have Maulana Anwar Ali, who's going to be a judge on March 15th, inshallah. So we're going to end our youth program on 29th of Ramzan, will be our Grand Chandrat Bazaar. It is a celebration with the community, joy, bringing families together to welcome Eid with excitement and unity. So that's how we close our... Oh, and then today we're going to give them the charity boxes. They will color and paint, and all the charity goes to the victims of in Pakistan, Islamabad. So they're going to decorate it. They will bring it back on 29th Ramzan. We're also going to give them calendars today. It has all 30 days in it. Kids can mark their fasting, their namaz, and good deeds. It's a very organized calendar that Shiba made it. And on 29 Ramzan, they have to bring both things, their charity boxes and their calendars. And they will get the Eid on 29 Ramzan when they bring their boxes. So please encourage your kids to do it. Thank you so much.
And so that concludes, all the different programs that we're having. And so inshallah, this is going to be a fun-filled, packed, Ramzan. Hopefully we'll have a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of interesting things which are going to happen because this is going to be the first time we're doing this. Inshallah, let's see what happens. And inshallah, this year will be the first try. Inshallah, next year will be even better, and we'll keep on building on this. Yes, I said.
Assalamu alaikum. We are having 3 programs. First is, I think, 22nd, first Sunday. And in that program, we will talk about Ramadan. Basically, like Mr. was asking, we will cover a lot of subject on that. And the second one will be for Imam Hassan, because we realized that normally we don't get chance to talk about Imam Hassan very often. So we will do Imam Hassan, his history, his treaty, and everything we'll discuss about that. And it will be interactive program. And third will be for Maula Ali. So I would really request if everybody here, whoever is sitting here, they should enroll themselves in those programs. It's Sundays from 11 to 1, and then we have namaz ba jamaat also for Zohr. It's a good opportunity to have a namaz. So, we encourage people to enroll as early as possible, because we're already getting a lot of calls, many enrollments. We have a form in our group. So I would really request not only kids, but adults also. youth, adults, kids, especially in this neighborhood, whoever is listening, they should at least show up on those programs. Thank you.
Thank you, Asad. And then at the conclusion of Ramzan, inshallah, we're going to have Eid Namaz. Normally we do it around 8:30. We'll announce the actual time, but now because we have the big tent, so inshallah it'll be big enough for both ladies and men to participate. And hopefully food will be outside. We'll see, obviously, weather permitting, how we do it. But yeah, that's it. And with that, we'll now have this activity regarding the charity boxes. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I hope the kids have fun with the charity box making. Assalamu alaikum. And we'll end this with a loud salawat. Allah.